This is Les Woods' first leg. We've just changed over with the other group on top of the hill out of nil.
Bring on the afternoon shift.
This is the afternoon shift going on. Keep it going, Les. Some very weary Chris Fryer. A smile for the camera, Chris. This is what Ian Tattersall and Jugs have to watch for 5.5 hours.
At 12 kilometres an hour.
Les Woods' bottom. I dare say his wife sees a lot of it too. This is a changeover. Les Wood changing with Tony Brice. His first stint after a 5-hour break.
And Steve Kelly's buffhead poking out of the bus.
Good change. Look at the style on this chap.
Endless. Step after step. 2,226 steps to the kilometre.
Pure poetry. This is a driver's view for 5 hours on the road, following these guys that for some reason want to run from Melbourne to Adelaide and do it very quickly.
White line fever.
This is just outside of Nil still, probably about 20 k's out, heading for Conniver. Coming up to
Sorry, mate.
Coming up to Gliderroll. About 200 metres to go. This is the end of Brice's leg. Dave Martini is about to start. As you can see, Super Mum Peter Gilbert is always out there to urge them on, take the times.
Urge his little darlings.
Done a superb job. Coming up for the touch, they have to touch hands.
There it is, yes, and the clock's running again.
Well done.
Actually get down there, you can get out there and film it all.
Dave Martini coming in for his changeover with Mark Opie. Now Mark Opie takes off on his 2k leg. Beautiful style, pure poetry.
Notice the hat wear.
We're having a bit of trouble noticing that hat wear. Latest in Lawrence of Arabia style, I think. It's a pity we can't see his jocks. Les Wood had the lovely red ones. Dave Martini, the pastel yellow. Mark Opie, we're not quite sure. We don't even know if he wears them. Mark Opie coming up to Gliderroll. It's the end of his first stint.
Big limbering up by Mr. Otis Redding.
Otis Redding to do his first stint. Look at him, he's got a wonderful style there. Figure of 8 there, quick figure of 8 warm up.
There's Mr. Masseuse.
And there's the masseuse.
There he is.
I don't know which one to film.
He's a man, he keeps
And we're
on
off.
track. Yes,
We're off.
boy.
The standard loping gait of Otis Redding.
Heart of gold.
We still don't know about that finger on the right hand. We'll try and zoom that finger. Can we zoom that? No, hang on, he's heard us. He's trying to hide it in his head.
We'll zoom in on this one.
He's trying to hide that finger inside his head.
Here it comes. There, take note of the finger on the right
You watch the
hand.
finger. Look at that finger.
That finger's been there for 400 k's.
We're trying to work out whether he's trying to tell the traffic anything. We're not quite sure. This is the standard loping gait.
Yes, so this is a new pair of shorts being styled here at this stage.
New shorts, new shorts.
Yes.
We're not quite sure about this fella's jocks either.
We feel the other shorts may have run away.
We'll leave this now and we might try and get some footage of what happens in the deep dark depths of Gliderroll.
This is the best video footage of the whole trip. We just lost the toilet at the rear of the bus. A cow had a shit in the toilet.
This gentleman speaking is Steve Kelly, one of the elder statesmen of the crew. Consensus when we first started out was we were a bit, weren't sure about the man, but now he's come through with flying colours and we're very happy with him. The job he's done has been stupendous. Here's a bit of a look around the bus. There you have Mother Gilbert there doing some paperwork. Towards the back you've got the these supreme athletes, these Iron Men, working their hardest.
Yeah.
With any luck, we might get a shot of Dave Martini's chest. No, he's not game to look. Yes, he's looked.
Where is it?
And we might be able to find out the colour of his jocks. We weren't sure earlier. We thought they were pastel yellow.
He hasn't got any on.
He hasn't got any on. Well, that is a bit of a turn up for the books. Now, we'll just cut off here and go for a walk down the back. Tony Brice again, getting ready for his next stint on the road. Yes, he does slightly look like Dracula, but he won't wear that cape on the run. Look at that. We've got to keep him away from those paddocks. He keeps going after those sheep, but he goes for the throat. Nothing else. Coming across here. Here we are. Geoff Rawson doing something funny to a leg. Try and get the whole picture.
Special technique.
How do you feel, Garry?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You'd have to feel better after Geoff's stomach.
Brice, you got a good run, mate. You have got a good run here. Oh, it is
Geoff Rawson's done a wonderful job.
And the sun's come back out. It's not raining. Good. That'll do me just fine.
As you can see, Les Wood coming in after his second stint. Going up to meet Tony Brice, who's going out in his second. Bit windy here, slightly damp at times, temperature about 14-15 degrees. Good change. So are you happy with that little leg there, Les?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Look at the way Brice has got.
How's the knee?
Oh, it's good. Geoff's done a terrific job, you know. Oh, yeah, back in the bus, with Geoff, so he's really good. All the blokes are doing top line, so we're hanging in, we're going to do it. Yeah, right on top.
That's a good time, Les. That was 7:29.
Oh.
That was a terrible gear change from Steve Kelly. He's a bit rough sometimes. Now this is his view. This is the glider old bus driver's view. There's the dash and there's the road. Somewhere out there, no, he's trying to hide it. He doesn't want anybody else to enjoy it.
Strong side.
You just set the spinning at me.
Boys looking good.
Present, the passing comment on Tony Brice's running ability. Nothing derogatory, which is a good sign. Those are not sunnies on his head, they are his real eyes.
Only nostrils.
Dave Martini, we missed your chest before. Are we going to get a view?
Go on, show the girls, Dave. The girls, Dave.
Come on, Dave. Peter Gilbert's got some lovely daughters. Eligible.
Only one.
Oh! If he's anything like Kenny Lewitzka on Sea Shift at Glen, he'll organise a date. This is a bionic leg.
Here's the man with the bionic hands. Uncle Geoff, he's done a fantastic job. Especially the older ones.
They say those hands they've never touched a woman.
Grandpa.
Is it true those hands have never touched a woman?
You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a grandpa clause into this Adelaide to Melbourne run.
Run from Adelaide to Melbourne, Adelaide, that you can't even do in private. He's just done a 6:59 for his 2Ks. That's what happens. I think he's got stage fright. He knows the camera's on him. He's gone to pieces. Yep, we have movement. We have movement. Oh, a bit disappointing, that effort. Bit different. Oh, the face is on record. You will see that on Australia's Most Wanted, probably this week.
I feel much better.
Camera, please, Geoff.
Everything's running smoothly, like clockwork, because there's plenty of oil on it. That's the reason.
Here's the guys waiting, sitting in the bus, waiting to change.
What about the veteran here? 40 years old today. Yeah. Kelly. It's getting his birthday too.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah. Jokes, here he is. 40 years
There he is.
Beauty.
Do we get any special view of him? Because it's his birthday, he's going to do anything special for us.
Yeah, I haven't got any presents yet. Nice and dark on that.
Where's the birthday cake?
Haven't even got a birthday cake.
No, you're supposed to supply a birthday cake. We give the presents.
I tell you what, for 40 years old, you're looking a bit ragged.
I've had a hard life, mate.
Well, I think it's a hard couple of days. Couple of days. Dave Martini coming up for his change, changing to, going to swap with Mark Opie in Tattersall at the wheel of the Shield bus, guarding against other vehicles on the road so they don't run him over. What's that funny thing that's just appeared on the screen? Oh, that is Mark Opie. That's the run, everybody. Don't scream. Here they come.
Here comes the
Mother Gilbert coming to meet Garry Redding.
keep it running because we have a support vehicle coming behind us.
He regularly does this.
Yes, he does.
Peter regularly does this, gives the guys a bit of support in the last 100 metres or so on their leg.
And
He's been very good.
About to get a hard time from our support vehicle, the two along.
He's done a good job. He's been endless energy, this man.
There goes the two along. A happy camper.
The guys going off to their next, for their next sleeping stop. They've just had a meal. Now they head up about 80 k's up the road. Where's their next stop? Mr. Tattersall?
Their next stop on the locating map, which I don't have at this stage.
Somewhere past Bordertown, isn't it? Coming up behind the glider roll bus. Kuhnalpen is the next changeover point. Kuhnalpen.
My assistant would pass me our map so we don't get lost at this top speed that we're travelling at.
Here we are, Les Wood taking off again.
I'll give him an update.
We're heading into Canaiva. This is the outskirts on the Melbourne side of Canaiva. We won't give you a film all the way through because it's too exciting. The only good thing about it is we're getting very close to South Australia. And this is the last place with garbage Victorian beer.
Last chance kickaboo.
Canaiva. They went to lots of trouble here. They even brought the local ambulance out. What a wonderful town this is. You can see huge turnout crowd-wise. Literally thousands of thousands. Most of the town of Canaiva lining the road. We were totally... Oh,
The police are holding back the crowd.
over the top. We just could not find big enough words for the applause and the turnout. It just blew us away, as Molly Meldon would say. With him, it might be a different way, though, to us.
Notice the transport to the Victorian
Les doing an excellent pace here. Carrying a bit of an injury on the left knee.
Just on the outside of Canaiva, there's some road work with some gravelly sort of road. Goes to about 1.5 to 2 kilometres over.
As you can hear in the background, the constant vitriolic banter that has been coming over the airwaves. Everyone keeping each other amused and awake.
come back a bit.
To the bridge. Mother Gilbert doing a change, helping Les out. Want to give him a ride, or? She can just make out the chuck wagon. Don't take that wrongly.
Thanks, boys.
This is Tony Brice. Going up to pass the four-wheel drive, probably the police escort. Taking a breather. For some reason, he doesn't like the air temperature in here. He's trying to get some cooler air. I think he's burnt his lungs somehow, singed his trachea and esophagus.
I thought I was good.
Come on, Tats. Take off those sunnies. We want to have a shot of the eyes and the crow's feet. Whoa.
Yeah, put me to shame.
Close that hand. Look, go another. Oh. He's just run over Tony Brice.
Sorry, Tony. Get to the middle, man.
We've had a couple of close calls. After 3 or 4 hours, you tend to drop into a trance, and Mark Opie nearly got run over once.
I've only been here for 3 or 4 minutes.
Major hold up at Conniver, resurfacing these garbage Victorian roads, doing a cross-country job. Try and find our runner. He's up here putting the footprints in the brand new bitumen.
Fucked up.
I missed him.
Get the welcome to South Australia.
Mark Opie crossing the border, and the glider roll bus crossing the border. What a champion effort.
What do you want? Here we are, we've made it across the border. Mark Opie has had the pleasure of swapping with Dave Martini. Notice the lovely leggings worn by Mark Opie as he approaches South Australia.
We've already crossed South Australia here. Twit.
Oh, I must have slipped through.
We're going to border town.
On our way to border town, Mark Opie leading the way. His red elbows, it is cold outside. Just a little bit on the chilly side. But that's to be expected. We have been in Victoria. You do get a cold reception.
Just after 8 o'clock this morning.
This is Dave Martini heading for border town. Very close now.
Dave's very intelligent. He thinks he's going to get lost. It's going to get dark, so he's got his reflectors on so we can locate him.
You can see it's getting a bit gloomy. Sun's going down very rapidly.
We have a crosswind on him.
I'll just put my hand in front of the... Time is 4:30 Victorian time, 4 o'clock South Australian time.
Somebody's out there chasing a sheep.
Mother Gilbert, Otis Redding, running into the sunset, into Builder Town.
Side by side.
Two true champions.
Notice the fashions worn by Mother Gilbert. Ladies in t-shirts.
The man has only ever worn a t-shirt the whole weekend.
This man is made of steel.
Rarely has he worn a jumper. Even when it's been only 6 degrees at night, he's been running around in shorts and a t-shirt.
There's something wrong with this man.
The remaining 20%, which is approximately $7 to $8 million.
First with Mr. Redding, we still have the finger poking out, the same shorts, even though we are still 3 hours down the road from our last viewing of Mr. Redding. Uncanny, this man. A rare breed.
You talk garbage, Tattersall.
What do you mean what time? It's sunset, as you can see by the sun. We are now coming into the last of our few legs with Brice completing his last 2 kilometre leg for the day. We'll have 3 runners coming out after him. We then have a 5 kilometre section of 1 kilometre each runner. We're then going to change with the team that is now resting. We're going to get them out of bed, get them on the road. We'll have a complete changeover, a non-stop changeover, and continue on. We'll come back to you sometime around 2 o'clock this morning on a nice straight road where it's pitch and black, and we'll just continue driving as we are. The runners are going well. They're still in pretty good nick. Les Wood's just put in a big one. Brice is putting in a big one. And it appears we're looking pretty good at this stage.
Should be in a container.
This is the
20-litre container.
Oh, yeah.
the campsite at Wirriga Silos. This is our #1 cook. He's just walked past. He's walked right past, quite rudely.
I'm busy. After run, that's it.
You can't fit him.
I just go past.
We'll have to stand back a little way to get him in the whole of him in the screen. I'll probably walk backwards and trip over something.
You've got your wide lens,
Wide angle.
wide angle lens.
And we'll go in closely on his face. That's what he really looks. You'll see him on Australia's Most Wanted this week.
Yeah. That's what my wife thought too when I rang her today. Right.
And up here, we've got our
Where's that mouse?
our little buddy.
Oh, he's still there? No, he's still there, I think.
He's up there eating a piece of bread.
Yep.
And back to their bus. They're all a bit proppy the way they're walking. If you can make them out in the darkness.
Yeah.
Here's the second 2IC cook. No one knows his name. He just tagged along. No one knows who he is.
You had to pick this up.
Oh,
You know what's in it? A little tin with money in it. That's all that's in the fucking thing.
Bullshit.
No. Can you say that on the video?
oh, geez, does that smell or what? And this is Brian from the CFS. He's here and he's totally dumbfounded.
You've never seen anything like it.
He's never known anything like it.
He doesn't want to see anything like it again.
Now, Motty, what have you got to say anything to the camera?
Hello, you there?
We talked to Brian on the radio today and he's dropped in to say howdy. He thinks we're all totally crazy.
Being a cameraman's good.
This is our tour along bus. They're packed in here, these guys.
Sardines.
They're unbelievable.
This truck's not so
They'll sleep in anything.
As you can see, we've got...
Can you see anything? Because I can't bloody well see anything through this viewfinder. There's a bed up there somewhere, or am I looking at the roof? One up there, one down there, couple here. There. This is something Tat's wife hasn't even seen, him doing the dishes.
No, I do my shit. I do them.
That was that unknown cook over there a minute ago.
The only reason I'm doing
They reckon he can't even boil water.
I need something up the pot of my day.
Good morning, everybody. Saturday the 15th. It's about 7:40. Very early in the morning. Everyone's a bit ragged and a bit tired.
This is Dave McCann, or McCann, running along in front, as you can see, at the Carrington Strathalbyn exit. We should be downtown in approximately, what would you say, 3.5 to 4 hours?
With any luck. There goes one of the semis. We've seen millions of them. And not many of them slow down.
Very hard to change trailer wheels when semi-trailer's passing.
Over John Buckley. Doing it hard.
I don't like cameras, everybody will tell you that. We have Dutchy, no he's not, yes he's filming, it's alright.
Mark Opie just changed with Dave McCann. Everyone's doing it pretty hard. A support bus tour along, making some very erratic manoeuvres. Any comment, John Buckley?
Comment from John Buckley, not on the spur of the moment. All I can say is we've had a good trip. Everybody's done a marvellous job, considering. And that's all, I'm afraid.
The Menace. Big nose as well.
Yeah.
Doing the masseur's job. Here we have a couple of champions.
Yeah, sure.
Three champions. Sorry, Mark, I didn't want to leave you out.
Really, I do.
Any comments, guys? Say something profound.
Like,
Philosophical.
yeah, don't ever do it if they ask you.
Someone's got their hand on my groin. Up front here we have got Mike Wally Taggle. I hear that's his new name. Oh, hang on, there's a head.
It's only me.
Hey Mick, turn around.
Oh yeah.
Come on, sometime today.
We've got Skippy on the front there too. G'day, mate.
We've got a good bit of footage of you, Dave. Doing that changeover, that last changeover.
Yeah. Oh. That's static. Yeah, just 120.
Mick, due to injury, had to become our number one, what do we call it, incentive person. What do you reckon, Bart?
No worries. Where's Tony? Tony, what, 300? Or half?
Yeah, that'll do.
Half a K? 300.
Oh, you know what's it like? What's your speed on?
Oh, a big hill, mate.
Yeah.
Dwyer roll, number 2 driver, Mick Buckley, doing a sterling effort.
We'll give him Tony 300.
1, 2, 3. 108. Same again?
Yep.
Got absolutely no idea what these guys are doing.
Okay,
This is the regular look for Bart. He doesn't shave normally.
Bart's wild name's picked up a new nickname too.
And what might that be?
Skippy.
Skippy. No explanation.
The man with no clutch.
A man with no class?
No clutch. Nice and automatic.
Yeah, I do actually.
And if it's a manual, he drives it like an automatic anyway when we do that.
And Wally Taggle,
Dave.
have you got anything to say for the camera on this trip? And you're wasting good film here, fella.
No, mate, I'm doing this.
Come on, you're a new man in the job, you've got to make some comment. Hey, I'm not even on record either, so you've got one over me.
2, 3. Come on, mate, get in.
What was it?
Counting down,
103. 104.
trying to make good time.
Touch it. Yeah, touch it.
Give this one.
Right.
400.
Touch it. 400, mate.
Yeah.
This is the guy we filmed squatting in the middle of the freeway a minute ago. Don't know what he was doing.
He knows. He knows? Right. Just tell him anyway, make sure.
Yeah. Do that before you come to the truck. What's his deal on bus? Is he having a visit?
Yeah, John Harmon.
little bits of it all the time.
My comedies at that time.
Doing multiple changes here up this fairly long, reasonably steep gradient. Trying to make it easier for the guys that they're doing shorter distances.
Even 4.6 is resting at the moment. There's our father, just stepped out, looking after chickens. A very worried man.
very fatigued looking Dutchy Holland, doing the camera work at the moment. Can no longer run after totally got to look forward to. Big downhill run. If we have a look over here, big uphill run. Up towards Mount Barker. Over to our right. The guys are really putting it in. Really putting it in, trying to make big effort to catch that elusive record. Trying to beat the 49 5 minutes mark.
It's unfortunate. The end of the trip has to be the hardest part, uphill and down dale.
Coming in for a quick change. We're going to have our vision cut off.
Just zoom into the left there now. Here's old worried mother hen checking the chicks again.
And with the mission. You almost passed it for a Dutchman with that hat on. Gradients a bit more even. Runners are doing longer stints. But once they get past the bus this time, it's going into a steeper hill and they'll have to go back to the short, quick stints. Here around the corner, she's up a fairly steep hill. The guys will find it tough. You know what, if I took the cap off the lens, it's going to have to call this one Heartbreak Hill. The guys are doing it very hard. Extremely quick, short changes.
Young Dave again, a new lease of life. Talking about taking up mountain climbing after this one.
Or keeping goats, maybe.
Note the white singlet wards off semi-trailers.
About to change with Mark, Opie. Top of the hill. Brice about to change. Dave Martini taking off. Here.
Nice and relaxed now.
Coming up towards Mount Barker, that's the summit there. Doing excellent time. Greg Thornton coming up. Swap with Dave McCann.
Relief stop.
Nervous wee, is it? Doesn't seem to be much coming out. Man's not even embarrassed.
And here on the bridge we have a couple of ex-running team members who are now half out of sight. Yeah, there we are. Waving madly, Mr. Bill Dwyer and Mr.
Ian Tattersall.
Mr. Ian Tattersall. Now leaving the scene. Blue team coming in now, doing it nicely. That's it, lovely. Coming in now, also from the red team, doing an excellent job. Woods is now coming in, also doing a terrific job.
Thank you.